Okay, hi everybody. Let's come into mountain pose. All right. So feet together. Let's come into mountain pose. We're going to center ourselves. So make sure your knees are over your ankles. Make sure your hips are over your knees. We're gonna make sure our hips are over our knees. You want to slightly tuck your tailbone in. We're going to roll our shoulders back and down. So we're standing up really tall, coming into mountain pose, feet together. Stand up really tall, slightly tuck your chin in. You want to feel like there's a string being pulled to the top of your head. So standing up really tall, gravity compacts our spine all day long, creating lots of length in our spine. Our hands are equal by our sides. This is mountain pose, Tadasana. So feet together, this is grounding. You can rock the weight forward and back, left and right. We're evenly distributing the weight in our feet. Come into mountain pose. And from here, let's do some forward folds. So bring your hands to your heart. We're going to inhale, reach up really tall, staying on the heels. Come forward, bending at the hips. Inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. This time, let's come up onto the toes. Inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach up. Inhaling, coming up, exhaling, bending forward. Let's do one more. Then come back to center, come back to mountain pose. Pull your shoulders back and down. And then from here, let's do some neck rolls. We'll bring our chin to our chest. So we'll do 3 to the left. Just take your time. Then we'll do 3 to the right. So bring the chin to your chest. Switch sides. Come back to center when you're finished. Come back to mountain pose. Hands equal by the sides. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take some deep breaths here. So this is mountain pose. This is grounding us in our first chakra that's located at the base of the spine. So our chakras are these wheels or vortices of energy. and we have 7 of them in our body. So this is activating the first chakra located at the base of our spine. This is very grounding. This is your root chakra. So this is grounding ourselves into the earth. This is grounding ourselves into our life so we feel safe and secure. So this is mountain pose. This is a very grounding posture. So just activating that rooted feeling, coming into our bodies, getting out of our heads. You're thinking about what you have to do after this or what you're doing before this. We're just coming into mountain pose, feeling really connected with our body, feeling in our bodies. Okay, and then from here, let's come into chair pose. So feet hip width apart. And then we're going to inhale, bring our arms up. Exhale, make sure your knees stay behind your toes. So take some deep breaths here. Gently look forward. And then let's release that, come into ragdoll. So inhale, reach up really tall, come up onto your toes if you'd like. Exhale, come forward, bending at the hips. Let's grab the elbows here. Just let your neck fall forward, let your head fall forward. And from here, you can bend your right knee, bend your left knee, just bend your knees a couple times, take some deep breaths. And then slowly roll to the top. Your head's gonna come up last. Come back to mountain pose, Tadasana, feet together. Roll your shoulders back and down. So these chakras, when they become blocked, we find things that are blocked in our lives. For example, this first chakra, if your first chakra is blocked, you may find that you don't feel safe or secure, or you may have a lot of fear in your body. So that's why these chakras are important, and it's important to do the yoga postures, because each of these chakras, they open up these different these yoga postures, they open up the chakras in your body. So this first chakra, this mountain pose, opening up that first chakra. So you want to stand up really tall. You can even focus on that first chakra, just located at the base of your spine. It's also really important because we're constantly on our phones and our computers, and this makes us become tight in the chest area. So we want to open that up, feel the expansion across your chest. Okay, from here, we're going to place one hand on our belly. So we're going to focus on doing those yogic breaths. So we want to be breathing like this through our whole practice tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, push our belly out. Exhale, push our belly in. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. Go ahead and do that a couple more times on your own. Just feeling the inhale and the exhale. So when we do this, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest nervous system. So this is really important for getting us into a relaxed state. Most of us are running around on our sympathetic nervous system, always feeling anxious and wired. So I'm going to activate that rest and digest nervous system. Okay, so from here, let's come into some sun salutations. So let's come to the front of the mat, feet together, again, coming in a mountain pose. Pull your shoulders back and down. Make sure your knees are over your ankles. Slightly tuck your tailbone in. You want to make sure your chin is tucked in. Then you want to feel that string being pulled to the top of your head. So standing up really tall. Okay, so let's come into our sun salutation. So hands at your heart, and then we're going to inhale, reach back. We're lifting through the rib cage, protecting our low back, and then exhale, come forward, and then from here, just grab the back of your calves here. Take some deep breaths. And then we're going to come into a halfway lift. So our hands are on our shins. We're creating a really flat back here, pressing into the shins. Come down, bring the right foot down. We'll take a couple breaths here. And then from here, we're going to bring the right foot back into plank. So feet together, keep your butt low. Zip your navel up into your spine. And then you want to make sure your elbows stay by your side. And we're going to come halfway down into chaturanga, and then come all the way down. And then from here, we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So elbows stay under the shoulders, and then we're going to inhale, come up. So we're bringing our shoulder blades together on our back here. We're gently looking up. We'll take a couple deep breaths here. Really feel the expansion across your chest. This is activating our heart chakra. It's located in the center of our chest. The chakra is associated with love, not only for ourselves, but for others. So unconditional love for ourselves, unconditional love for others. And then slowly come down. And then from here, let's push back in a downward dog. So feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. You can pedal your feet left and right if that feels good. We just want to drive our tailbone up towards the sky, drive our heels down towards the mat. So we're creating a really long spine here. We're lengthening our spine. And then we're going to look forward. Bring that right foot through into our high lunge. Take some deep breaths here. And then bring that left foot forward. And then slowly roll to the top. Your head's gonna come up last. Back to mountain pose, feet together. Roll your shoulders back and down. We're gonna ground ourselves here. Okay, let's come into our sun salutation on the other side. So we're gonna bring our hands to our heart. So we're gonna come into our back bend, but we are going to protect our low back by lifting through the rib cage. We wanna lift up through the chest and the rib cage. We're not lifting at the low back. So bring your hands to your heart. Then we're gonna inhale, lift back, and then exhale. Let's come forward, bending at the hips. So you can grab the back of your calves, or you can let your arms just fall forward. Then we're going to come into our halfway lift. So we're pressing into the shins. The top of the head is facing that front of the room. We're just creating a really flat back here. Our shoulder blades are coming onto our back. And then come forward. And then we're going to bring the left foot back into a high lunge. Take some deep breaths here. Then we're going to bring the right foot back into plank pose. Feet together, make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. We're going to spread our fingertips as far apart as we can here. You can shift the weight forward a little bit more. Zip your navel up towards your spine. And then we're going to come into chaturanga. So our elbows stay by our sides, come halfway down, and then come all the way down. And then from here, let's come into Sphinx pose. So we're going to elbows stay under the shoulders. We're going to inhale, gently look up. Activating that heart chakra located in your chest. Take some deep breath into that heart area. Really bring the shoulder blades onto your back here. So roll your shoulders back and down. Slowly come down. Let's push back into downward dog. Feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. Take some deep breaths here. Cuddle your feet left and right if that feels good. And then we're going to look forward. We're going to bring that left foot through into our high lunge. So take some deep breaths here. Bring the right foot forward, then slowly roll to the top. Your head's gonna come up last. To mountain pose, feet together. Roll your shoulders back and down, center yourself. Rock forward and back, left and right. You want to evenly distribute the weight in your feet. Okay, so from here, let's come into another forward fold. So we're gonna come into a back bend too. So inhale, reach back, exhale, come forward. And then this time we're gonna come into hand foot pose. We're gonna bring our hands under our feet. So bend your knees here, and you're gonna press your feet into the palms of your hands. You can straighten your knees if you want to, or keep them bent. Just take some deep breaths. And then release your hands. And then from here, we're gonna walk back out to plank one more time. Feet together. Spread your fingertips as far apart as you can. Make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. Rock your weight forward a little bit. Zip your navel up towards your spine. Make sure you're breathing. And then let's come onto our knees, and then let's push back in a child's pose. So feet together. Your knees can be either together or hip width apart. Take some deep breaths here. And then let's come onto all fours. So from here, let's come into pigeon pose. So we're gonna bring the right knee across. So come down onto that left leg. So take some deep breaths here. So we tend to store our emotions in our hips. So if anything comes up, just take some deep breaths and breathe into those tight spaces. come back onto all fours, and then we're gonna stretch that right foot out a little bit. And then we're gonna do that on the other side. So we're gonna bring our left foot across, come down onto that left side. So this is activating that second chakra. This is located in your pelvis area. So this is associated with your sexuality and your creativity. So just breathe into that area. We're activating that chakra. This is also our emotions. So we store our emotions in our hips. So to send those breath to that tight spaces. Activate that second chakra. That right foot in, stretch the left foot out, and then let's come into a seated position. Let's come into cobbler pose, so feet together, and then we're going to sit up really tall, inhale, and then exhale, you can stay here, come forward. And then let's come into a seated position. Let's do our fists of anger. So I bring the thumbs under the pinky mounds, fingers over the thumbs, and our arms are going to be in front of us. We're doing O mouth breath. And then the hands are going to come up over the top of our head. So we'll do it together. Start to think about the things that are making you frustrated, that are making you angry, and use that to fuel the movement. So we want to make sure that the arms are going up and over the head. We're clearing out that arc line. Inhale. Imagine white light all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Project the white light above you, all around you. Exhale. Inhale. Project the white light all around you. Project. Exhale. Roll the shoulders, neck, and the jaw. Okay. So from here, let's come into cat-cow. So we're going to inhale, look up, exhale, chin and chest. Inhale, look up, exhale, chin and chest. So keep going. Keep going, go as fast as you can. We're doing 3 minutes of cat-cow. That's balancing all 7 of the chakras. because we're balancing the third chakra that's located behind the navel. When we balance that third chakra, we balance all 7 of the other chakras, because that's how the energy comes in. It comes in through the third chakra, goes down to the second chakra, down to the first chakra, and shoots up to the top of the head. So our 3 minutes of cat-cow, we're balancing all 7 chakras. So keep breathing. And that's why when you do yoga, it feels different than if you're just to go to the gym and do some stretching. Because we're not only just stretching our body, but we're also balancing those 7 chakras. So you get that really good feeling after doing a lot of yoga. We're balancing all the chakras. So not just the physical body, but the subtle body as well. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. Push back into child's pose. This time hands are together. Come into a seated position. And then eyes closed, or we're going to come into the addiction meditation. So our fingers come up into the pads of our palms, our thumbs are on our temples. We're gently saying Sa Ta Nama, where we're clenching the back molars. Sa Ta Nama. Close the eyes, we're looking up at the third eye point. Shakti, inhale, looking up at that third eye point. Activating that sixth chakra. Exhale. Let's bring our feet down to the mat, and then let's roll down onto our backs, and then we're going to come into bridge pose. So feet are on the mat, our hands are on the mat. We're going to inhale, lift our hips up. We'll take some deep breaths here. We're activating that second chakra again. So our first, second, and third chakra, these ground us into our physical reality. So these have to do with our safety, our security, our creativity, our willpower to get shit done. So these lower three chakras, these kind of ground ourselves into the physical reality. And then that fourth chakra, the heart chakra, that kind of links us to the higher chakras. So we're really focusing on that second chakra, grounding us into our bodies, into our creativity, into our sexuality, our pelvis. And then slowly come down. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. Our second chakra is also associated with our emotions. You can rock left and right if that feels good. You bring your feet to the mat again. We're going to do that again. So we're going to inhale, lift our hips up, and then we're going to clasp our hands together, come up a little bit higher, really reach through the hips here, breathe through that second chakra. We're activating that first chakra as well, using our feet to ground our feet into the mat. Breathing through our belly, activating that third chakra. And slowly come down, one vertebra at a time, release the hands. Let's bring our knees into our chest again. Rock left and right if that feels good. And let's do that one more time. Bring your feet to the mat. So see if you can come up a little bit higher this time. Inhale, lift up, clasp your hands. So your shoulders stay on the mat. Lift the hips up, breathe through that first, second, and third chakra. Feeling that heart chakra, feeling how that's that separator from the physical. The more spiritual realms, our upper chakras, those connect us with the divine. And then slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Release your hands. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock left and right. Give your organs a good massage. And then bring your feet to the mat. Let's come into Shavasana. So we're palms face the ceiling. Let your feet fall to each side. Coming into Shavasana, corpse pose. Then go ahead and take 3 yogic breaths on your own. And place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. And just let your breath come back into its natural rhythm. Now we're going to use the first chakra to release anything that's not serving us anymore. So this could be negative thoughts, negative emotions, anything that you just want to get rid of, things from the past. Whatever it is, just anything that's in your aura that's blocking you from having your highest experience here on earth. So we're going to focus on the first chakra. So it's located at the base of our spine. And we're going to make it the color red. So you're just going to imagine a large ball of light at the base of your spine. It's as wide as your hips. It's the color red. Now we're going to imagine the center of the earth. So the center of the earth is 4,000 miles all the way down into the earth's crust. So keep going 4,000 miles down until you hit that lava, hot, crystalline center of the earth. We're going to make it orange, like lava, like bubbling lava, hot. Now we're going to connect our first chakra to the center of the earth with a purple boa. So connect that first chakra, that red first chakra with a purple boa all the way down to the center of the earth. This is our grounding cord. We're grounding right now. Now we're going to think about things that we want to get rid of. Maybe you can't even think about anything. We're just going to release some negative energy. So the way we do this is it's going to go down that first chakra, down the grounding cord, down to the center of the earth. So we're going to imagine a red release button in front of us. And when I say release, we're going to release anything that's not serving us, any negative energy. You can imagine it as black sludge going down the first chakra, down the purple boa into the center of the earth. So we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to press that red release button. And we're going to exhale. We're going to imagine all of that negativity going down the first chakra, down the purple boa, down the center of the earth. Let's do that again. So we're going to inhale, push that red release button. Exhale. So release anything in your aura, down the first chakra, down the purple boa, down the center of the earth. So we're going to do that again. One more time. Inhale. Push that red release button. Exhale. Goes down the first chakra, goes down the purple boa, all the way down to the center of the earth. So we're going to do that again, and this time we're going to release any negative emotions that we've been feeling lately, anything that we want to get rid of. We're going to send it down into the center of the earth. So inhale, push that red release button, exhale. Down the first chakra, down the purple boa, all the way down to the orange center of the earth. So we're going to make sure that purple boa is attached. We want to really make sure that the purple boa is attached to that first chakra. Make sure it's attached down to the center of the earth. Go down there, check it out, make sure they're touching. Okay, now that they're attached, we're going to do that one more time. Inhale. Press that red release button. Release all the way down the first chakra, down the purple boa, down the center of the earth. Now that we've released out some negative energy, we want to bring our energy back into our system, into our aura. So you're going to imagine a red rose, and wherever you've been today, you're going to collect your energy with this rose. So it's like a little magic wand. You're picking up your energy. Maybe you were in your house today in the kitchen, so pick up some of that energy. Maybe you went to work. That red rose is picking up your red energy at work. Maybe you were in your car today, picking up energy from your car. This is your energy. We're going to imagine a big gold sun over the top of our head. Throw that rose into the gold sun, and we're bringing that sun over the top of our head, over our shoulders, over our torso, over our calves, all the way down to our feet. Let's do that again. Imagining a big gold sun above our head. We're picking up energy from where we were today, our house, our work, our car, wherever you were. And then throw that rose into the sun. Bring that sun up over our head, down our shoulders, down our torso, down our legs, all the way down to our feet. So we're filling up with our energy. Do that one more time. Imagine a gold sun over the top of your head. Collect up your energy. Put your energy in your gold sun. Bring it over the top of our head, over our shoulders, over our torso, all the way down to the bottom of our feet. We're going to release our grounding cord, our purple boa. Just let that fall to the center of the earth. Close that first chakra. Say goodbye to the grounding cord. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Life back into your limbs. Bring your arm up over your head. Roll over onto your side. And then slowly come up into a seated position. Eyes closed. Bring your hands to your heart. We'll end with spirit to spirit and healing streams of grace. So you're going to acknowledge your spirit. So focus in on the center of your chest. If you don't see a color, just pick one, make one up. Acknowledge your spirit. Acknowledge your healing guides, your ancestors, your guardian angels, and the highest versions of themselves, and the higher power. And we'll ask for healing streams of grace to come in, and then you just go ahead and fill in the blank. Maybe you want your knee hurts, maybe your back hurts, just whatever you want. Ask that healing streams of grace come in and fill in the blank. Then see that as pink streams of light coming over us. And we just thank the healing streams of grace. Thank you. And thank you for coming to my class. Namaste.